Why, hello and welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Rings. I am your host and guide, Zollin Ironshield, and we are about right in the same spot as we left off in last episode, where we just escaped the Burrowdowns. We just found no signs of Hal Tiller, which is a young hobbit that we are trying to find here in the Scuttledales. Well, an elf brought him along because he was a good burglar, and now she feels responsible so she sent out a dwarf to find him. So that's what we're doing right now. We are looking for Hal Tiller, which is a pretty generic sounding name, but actually it's kind of awesome. It's a kind of awesome name. Yeah. For a hobbit burglar too, of all things. All right, so we're gonna continue looking here today, and I hope you're having a great day in Middle-earth. Again, hope you have a drink or something to relax. I just have some basic water, but you know what? That's what I need for voiceovers. All right, that is a big tree that they have carved a path on top of. So you know what? I think it's probably completely safe to take this path. I'm sure, in the middle of a dark, infested forest of spiders in the Scuttledales. Yes. So much so the game was like, nah, we're not going there. And I'm like, oh, yes, we are. But before we go into that dark, scary pathway, and you can hear its scary music in the background. Before we do that, I just have to do a quick shout out for this episode, because this is episode number 200 of A LOTRO Tale, my friends. Thank you so much for your support. If you watched all of these episodes, you are the best, and you're welcome to brag and leave a comment. I've seen all 200 episodes. I appreciate that. Or if you're just someone who likes the episodes, maybe mention your favorite episode you ever watched out of the LOTRO Tale so far to this point. That would be a fun little comment. Leave something cool. Thank you so much for your support. We will continue on. We are not stopping at 200. We're going to continue through the story of doing a LOTRO Tale. This is kind of my main content on the channel, as you all know. But I enjoy doing this so much. And thank you so much for your support. And of course, this channel does everything Lord of the Rings, that we've obviously branched into many different things that we do. But I try really hard to keep this same core thing of a LOTRO Tale for you with voiceovers. And I try to always improve how quickly I do different voices or reading through things and all that kind of stuff. Obviously not perfect, but you know what? Nothing is perfect in life, but we can always do our best. That's the goal. So I have a lot of fun doing these again. Thank you. We're going to continue the story right now. And Baruch Kazad Kuzad, and you always stay happy, my friends. And again, thank you all for your support of watching my series and liking the videos and subscribing and leaving comments. Some of you leave comments like every video. There's a group of like 5 to 10 of you that always do that, so I appreciate that support. And it does help the algorithm stuff, so thank you so much. And let's continue on our adventure today. Here we go. All right, and now we go over the scary bridge. Dun 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 dun, the scary bridge. Continuing on as we hunt some spiders. Yeah, dude, I cannot believe this is episode 200. I realized as I was doing the video, I was like, wait a second, I think we're really close to episode 200, and I like paused for a second, and I was like, it's episode 200. So anyway, thank you guys for your support. It's so fun. I can't believe we're at episode 200, and it's also really cool. When I started this series, I had like 10 subscribers. And now, at the time of this video, I have like 5,500. So, thank you guys for your support of the channel. That's awesome. And who knows? Maybe when we hit 200, 300 episodes or something, we'll be at way more than that. So, thank you for your support, for sharing the videos, liking, subscribing, comments. All that stuff is free, and I can't even tell you how much that supports YouTubers and supports anyone who makes content like this. Because again, my goal is to be always having fun, and you're always having fun. That's the main goal of my channel. But it's also fun to grow our fellowship here on the channel of Voice of the Rings with Tolkien content, whether it be LOTRO with voiceovers or any other kind of Lord of the Rings content we do on the channel. So, let's keep going. All right, where are we, now that we've, oh, bird, I need bird. Die, bird. Very, sound very educated. Need bird. Kill bird. All right. Coconut. Coconut. It's not a coconut, I just saw white circle. I was like, coconut. Oh, the poison has made me ill. Do not concern yourself with me. I will make it back to the others. I just saved you. Of course I was making my concern about you. Alright, so let's grab a few more elves while we're up here. We'll save a couple more poor elves. Oh, another scary tree we can go across that has been carved into a pathway. I bet you that's a cocooned elf. Cocoon, that's what I totally skipped my thought process. I called it a coconut. It's cocoon. There you go. Could you not have come a bit sooner? One of those spiders was... What did he say? One of those spiders was nipping at my toes not a few minutes ago. No, never mind. I am just grateful to be free. I will meet you back at the camp. Wow. Think you're not dead, elf. All right, we need 2 more cocoons. It's a fun word to say. Cocoon. Cocoon. Maybe that'd be a good name, Mr. Cocoon. No, probably not. But it's still a fun word to say. I just deleted that bird. I'm like, die! And it just died. Wait, there's an elf down there that I must save. Never fear, Mr. Elf or Mrs. Elf, whoever's in there. I'm getting you out of there. Mr. Elf, all right. My thanks, friend. I fear I would have made a fine meal for those spiders brewed shortly. Now, which way was it? Right or left? I had best sort it out before they catch me again. Yeah, please don't let them catch you again. I just did all that work, Mr. Elf. All right, Remy, where's Remy? Remy, return to us. Remy, do the goat sound. Good boy. All right, here we go. Dun, 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 across the bridge we go. Ah, there's a bird. Another bird has been defeated. Now, I have my AC on today, so I'm trying to make sure there's no sound in the background, but I hope that the sound quality and all that stuff has been far improved from the original episode. I believe it has, so hopefully I'm more entertaining. I mean, I don't think that makes, but that doesn't really change. Ah, I could barely breathe in there. Yeah? I will find my way back to the camp. Are any of the others still caught out there? No, you're the last one. You're the last elf I found. I need to get 1 more spider kill and a few more... Do I actually need to go up there? I don't think I do. I think I just need to kill a few spiders and birds. 4 more spiders. Collect black poison glands. Black venom 1. That is to the north. Okay, so we're technically going the correct direction. Say that 5 times fast. Correct direction, correct direction, correct direction, correct direction, correct direction. Yeah, that was pretty close. Starting you a little tongue-tied after a moment there. Do we need to flip? I think we flip around this bridge here. Spider. Come here. Aha! All right, sweet. We got that quest done. So now the last thing is to kill 3 more birds, and we need 4 of those spider glands. All right, there's another bird. We'll deal with the bird real quick. He's been deleted. You just press. What does that mean? Press Control-Alt-Delete on the bird, and it will die. Did you guys know that? It's the ultimate video game tactic. I hope someone didn't just press Control-Alt-Delete and close the stream. I mean the video. I had a friend that pulled that on one of my friends, and it was wasn't cool, but it was pretty funny. It's like, how do we get out of here? He's like, I think it's F11. Just crack. He's like, how dare you? All right, into the spider's lair. I'm sure this will end good. Episode 200. Pretty sure in episode 1 we dealt with spiders. Look, we're at episode 200 and we're dealing with spiders. I feel like Middle-earth has a spider infestation problem. They need to get some of those mosquito hawks and stuff. They kill spiders, right? Or just, maybe just some bats. Well, they have bat problems too. All right, you guys, name off all the animals that are good at killing spiders. Possums are good at killing spiders, and opossums. There is a difference. I found that out many years ago. So possums are kind of only in Australia, and apparently the ones that are in North America are called opossums, which again, not really that big of a deal to call them a possum, I think, because they look very similar. But there's slight differences is why there's different things. But anyway, the North American ones, opossums or possums, you want to call them that, They are really, really awesome creatures. As much as, like, don't mistake them for rats. I know they have a tail kind of like a rat, but those things, man, they will kill rats and eat rats. They will kill spiders. They will kill slugs in your garden, snails. They pretty much eat everything you dislike as a gardener or as a, you know, oh, wow, that's a scary spider. Hopefully we need a really big possum to deal with this spider right now, or we'll just deal with it with some light damage. Get a giant possum, dude. That would actually be so funny. That's a really scary looking spider though. Look at that thing. There's your nightmare vision right there. All right. Well, my friends, we only need one crow and we can leave. So it'd be nice if we don't have to eat crow and we can just kill it. I wonder if crow actually tastes bad. I don't think I'd want to eat crow though. But I mean, that saying had to come from somewhere, right? So maybe it tastes bad. I don't know. That's what I would assume if the saying is that, right? There it is. We have finished. Okay, so now we got to turn these quests in. We have 2 spots to turn them in, one on the left down there and one on the other spot. So here we go. I'm going to do a teleport for you guys so it's not as long. Here we go. Baruch Kazad. All right, there we go. Nice little teleport for you guys so you didn't have to do that minute and a half of walking. And we're here to turn in our chapter quest, chapter 6. We're being chased by some creature. That's where we're getting the scary music. We have our awesome elven blade that we got from the other episode. It's a spider! Eat our elven blade! It's like, it stings! Ah. Just kidding. No, it's not sting. Alright, there we go.
Let me see. In small quantities, it appears that this venom need not be fatal.
Let me see. The samples of the venom you have collected using the cloth I gave you, Zollin. In such small quantities as you would encounter with a single spider, this venom will make you ill, but should have no lasting effects. Large doses of the venom would be more serious, of course, but I can recommend passage through the scuttledales to the elves of the Hidden Guard, as long as they can limit exposure to large numbers of these spiders as they pass. Make sure they don't bite you more than once. It seems like a logical thing to take into account there. Alright, so that's the chapter. We're trying to find the best way to get Mazog right to Dol Guldur to do the trade for, is it Bori? Or is that, I'm trying to think which one of the dwarves, I'm trying to kind of draw on a blank right now, which one we're supposed to save. Alright, there's the Pool of Tranquility. Bum. We gotta find that hobbit though, the hobbit lad, the burglar. I better not get back to camp and find him there after all of that searching. I'd be like, troll. He's a troll, hobbit. He's trolling me. All right, we're here. Let's do some voiceovers. Hello there, Mr. Elf.
What can I do for you?
What can I do for you? Be careful with those Zollin Ironshield. The venom of the brood is not so deadly as that of Deluris herself, but it is not to be taken lightly. Well, actually, we know in small quantities it won't hurt you. Okay, sorry. It is similar enough that I could be able to concoct an antidote from it. Then, ooh, a lot of C words. Concoct, coconut, cocoon. I seem to like words that have those kind of spelling. They just kind of like they're fun to say. An antidote from it. Then perhaps you will be able to defeat Deluris without fear of her deadly sting.
Will you lend me your ear?
Will you lend me your ear? Are you ready to face Deluris? Zollin, I have completed the antidote. Be sure to use it swiftly. Should you feel the sting of her poison upon you, you will not have much time. The antidote effects are short-lived. Should the battle draw on, you may have to use more, but a few drops should suffice to counter her sting. She lairs in the caves up to the northern end of the Scuttledales, and many of her brood are gathered there. So take great care lest you be overwhelmed by their numbers before you even reach her. How do I break it to him that we already killed her in like 2 screeching magical light blasts? All right.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
Black Venom 1. Oh, is it a repeatable? Well, you know what? I'm gonna decline it. We're not gonna do that quest because we already killed her, and it's not important.
What do you need?
It is a repeatable. Did you see it show the little refresh 5-minute cooldown? Interesting.
What do you
Oh,
need?
no, excuse me. That's the second one that I turned back in. Never mind, it's not repeatable. Because it would say it was repeatable when you looked at it.
What can I do for you?
What can I do for you? It appears that some of our scouts did not survive. I had feared as much, but at least you were able to rescue most of them. Unfortunately, even among those who returned, most were too ill from the spider's venom and their encampment to continue, and I had to send them back to Osgala to recover. Could I have you stay here for a while longer to aid us? The Skittles are too dangerous for us to lean unattended while facing the horses of Dol Guldur.
Mind my words, traveler.
Oh, it's the golem, though. Oh, I kind of want to finish this one. Foongum sent word to look for the golem creature. Well, the Scuttledales is an ideal haven for the likes of him. I am afraid I was part of the efforts to capture him on the fringes of Lorien a few weeks ago. But he had... Oh, look at how the light came up. We had little success. One would think he could vanish into thin air the way he evaded us. He shouldn't have the ring at this point in the story. Very well, I think he's following the Fellowship. I doubt we will find him out here, but at least if we do catch sight of him, these ravines may act to trap him, where we can lay hands on him. One of my scouts reported seeing a small goblin-like creature scuttling fervently about in the Scuttledales. I thought little of it at the time, but if Foongum's suspicions are correct, it may have been Gollum. Here are a few places where he might be lurking, so keep a sharp eye out. Sounds good, sir. Alright, maybe we will check those spots out.
Megavanen.
So, there are fewer of the enemy's crow spies about? Excellent. If we can move about unseen, we have a better chance of rescuing a few of our people from these cursed ravines.
What do you need?
What do you need? What a cruel fate for a young innocent. These look to be the claw marks of a black dog on the pack. There is only a spark of hope left, for we have not yet found his body, most likely because he was torn to pieces by the black dogs. That's the hobbit we were worried about.
Mind my words, traveler.
Mind my words, traveler. I must not give up all hope for the poor Hal. Though in a place as cruel as this dare not hold too much. We must hunt down the black dogs and cornered him and see if we can find any clues to confirm his downfall, or perhaps a body, so that we might at least put him to rest, though the black dogs are rarely so considerate to leave much behind. Alright. Wince the dead.
What do you need?
What do you need? I see. The ruins you have discovered tell a painful tale indeed. One of the men brought by Sauron from the east was literally worked to death in the construction of his fortress here in Amon Loch many years ago. Even in death, these men are yet forced to serve, their barrows serving as a line of defense should Dol Guldur be pressed, or their bodies at least, for the Dark Lord cannot bind their spirits. Oh, now they give us some more to do.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
The men of the East, who were brought to construct Dol Guldur, were driven hard by their masters, yet unbeknownst to them, their final resting place were being prepared by evil, beings who would become their masters in death as well. Once their life was driven from them by their brutal laborers. In these runes I see the inscriptions of 3 fell hands, Gaunt Masters, in the service of the 9. Gaunt Masters are like a lower level necromancer, if you don't know what that is in the story of Lord of the Rings Online. I think they're pretty cool. Who even now summon fell spirits to draw the dead from their graves to move against us. These sorcerers must be destroyed before they complete their rituals, or the numbers of dead will multiply greatly, and may find ourselves hard-pressed to hold Ostgalad from them.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
Might you spare a moment of your time? Well, I don't know. I guess we might. The inscriptions you described to speak of the great labor that went into the building of Dol Guldur. As the abode of the necromancer, many men were brought here from the far east, and they worked upon its stones, and their labor was cruel beyond endurance. As they died of weariness, they were entered in the barrows here to continue their servitude eternally as guardians of the last resort. It's horrible, man. So evil. Sauron's evil. They remain his servants still, and now are called forth to slay our advances against the tower. Animated by fell spirits of Morgoth, but many remain that have not yet awakened, and we must ensure that they do not come forth in greater numbers. We must seal the barrows so that their inhabitants remain therein forevermore. Shut the barrows and place these seals upon them. These seals were given to me by Agorin before I left Osgalad, for she suspected that the barrows would be disturbed. I give them to you now. Now to you, she said. And again, the Spider Queen, we read this, but we'll just accept it. Sweet. All right, well, there's a quest right down here to look for the Hobbit. Or wait, no, the chapter quest, right? Talk to... Okay. All right. So, what we're going to do is, there's the cool pool, by the way. Thank you so much, guys, for being here today. We're going to end it there, and we will have another one. Don't you worry. We will have episode 201 coming next. There's the Pool of Tranquility in a very not tranquil place. Anyway, thank you so much, everyone, for being here today. Baruch Hazad Kuzare menu. Have a great and wonderful day in Middle-earth. Oh, and I will see you all in the next episode. I will see you all in the next episode of Voice of the Rings. I'm not sure if it froze there for a second, but we're all good. Have a great day, my friends. Subscribe button's there if I earned it. Next episode's up there. If you've watched almost 200 episodes and you haven't subscribed, you might want to subscribe. And don't forget to check out the links down there and stuff. And thank you to my Patreons. We got links to that too if you want to support the channel in that way. But subscribing, liking, commenting, all free. Supports us. You're the best. I say us, being me and Zollin, but we're the same person. So, and the next episode will be right up there and other playlists over there. Have a great, happy positivity. That will always be one of the main goals of our channel. So you guys are all awesome. Thank you so much for your support again. I know we just said that, but Baruch Hazad Kuzare menu. Have a great and wonderful day in Middle-earth. And I will see you in the next episodes of Voice of the Rings. See you then.